Sudhanva, I know it's a broad question to begin with, but can you tell me something about Leftward and how it started?
Um, Leftward Books was started in 1999. We
Yeah,
started in January. We published our first book in March
yeah,
1999. And the idea was basically that a lot of people felt that there was need for a left-wing
yeah,
national level publishing house that would become a kind of a clearing house
yeah.
for left ideas. And that's how it began really.
And what's the market like today? It caters to across the country, abroad too?
Well, abroad is in fits and starts. There are some
Yeah,
titles that do get sold a little bit abroad, but I mean we don't have a distributor and so on abroad. So whatever sales we have abroad are really through our own website
yeah,
or through whatever leakages through export and so on that happen. But it's not significant. Um, though I must say that we have had buyers from countries that we would never be able to reach otherwise,
I
like
see.
Brazil, Argentina, South Africa, and so on. The odd buyer.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
like a
yeah,
routine normal thing, but it does happen.
yeah,
Inside the country, of course, we do distribute through sort of mainstream
yeah.
distribution houses, including IPDA, which is Independent Publishers Distribution Alternatives, which is a collective that's been set up by
You are a
eight.
founder member of.
That's right. That's right. By Leftward and seven other um, small independent presses. But we also have a book club, the Leftward Book
I
Club,
see.
and we offer large discounts to our book club
I
members.
see.
And that's a direct mailing
Does it
system.
work? Does it work?
It works. It does work very well. In fact, I'm glad to say that that's become my kind of financial
I
backbone.
see.
For every title that I publish,
I see.
there are a substantial number of buyers through the book
How
club.
many could you expect to?
Well, it depends. It varies from book to book.
Yeah.
But if it's a cheap paperback,
Yeah.
and if it's on something
Contemporary.
of contemporary interest, immediate
Yeah.
interest, then I can have sales of up to, let's say, 700, 750
Really? Really?
through the book club.
Impressive.
Um, for other titles that are sort of more,
Yeah, specialist.
more specialist, more academic
Yeah.
or whatever, then you can expect sales of about 200,
I
250
see. I
through
see.
the book club. So the book club really sustains us in a significant way, because what it does is,
Yeah,
because it's a direct mailing system, we get payments immediately.
I see.
As soon as the book is out, we advertise it, and then immediately we start getting orders.
I see. And the commissions
for
go
books.
to the buyers rather
That's
than to
right.
distributors.
That's right. That's right. So buyers get a good deal,
Yeah.
because they get at least a 30%
see.
off on every book that we publish. We also distribute some other titles through our book club, a very small select
Yeah,
list,
yeah.
including books from Tulika and others. And on that, they get 25% off.
I see.
So it's a good deal for buyers,
Yeah.
and
It's
for
steady
us,
orders for you.
absolutely.
How many books old are you all, and which are your bestsellers?
We've done about 60 titles so far,
I see.
including more than half that we have originated, some for which we have sold rights abroad, and some for which we have bought rights
Yeah.
from presses abroad. Our best-selling titles have been, oddly enough, the first book that we published, which was called A World to Win, Essays on the Communist Manifesto.
I see.
This had essays by Irfan Habib, Ejaz Ahmed, Prabhat Patnaik, and Prakash Kharat.
I see.
That's been amongst our bestsellers.
see.
It's been a steady seller
I
right
see.
from day one. Apart from that, for
So it's a
instance,
South Asian perspective and contemporary kind
absolutely, absolutely. It kind of it helps people read the manifesto.
of. Yeah.
You know,
I see.
and of course it has the text of the manifesto.
Which is a difficult
itself.
document otherwise in that.
It's a very it's a very short and a very
Yeah.
readable document.
No, I mean the original manifesto is,
Yes,
is
yes.
tough too.
Well, it's not tough in the sense that it's very readable. It's
Yeah,
not like
okay.
Capital,
Okay.
which is like monumental. The manifesto is a very short text.
Yeah.
But what it does is it's got a lot of ideas densely
I
packed
see.
in
I
it.
see. I see.
So you need, if you read people like Ejaz Ahmed, Prabhat Patnaik, Irfan
I
Habib,
see.
and Prakash Kharat, they sort of open it out for you.
And maybe contemporize it also.
Exactly, exactly. So that's been a bestseller. We've in fact done a series of reissues of Marxist classics
I see.
with contemporary introductions, and all of them have done very well.
I see.
Utsa Patnaik has done a book for us which is selections from Marx and others
I see.
on the agrarian question. Volume 1 is out, Volume 2 I'm working on right now.
I see.
Ejaz Ahmed did a selection from Marx and Engels on the national and colonial questions. Prabhat Patnaik did an introduction to Lenin's imperialism, the highest stage of capitalism. All of these have sold very well.
I see.
Excellent sales. Apart from that, for instance, amongst our best-selling authors have been A.G. Noorani, who's
I
done
see.
3-4 titles for us, essentially on the question of
Human.
Hindutva
Okay.
and so on. He also did a book called Islam and Jihad,
I see.
which has done very, very well.
I see.
In fact, internationally it did very well. We sold rights to Z Books
I see.
in London.
Yeah.
And Vijay Prashad has been
I
amongst
see.
our best-selling authors. He's authored 4 or 5 titles for us.
I see.
He's edited one title for us, and so all of these titles, actually speaking, none of our titles has sold badly.
I see.
That's been, in fact, one of the sort of heartening
I see.
features
I see.
of our list,
Yeah.
that none of them has been a dud.
I see. I see.
Every title has crossed at least 1500 copies,
I see.
more sometimes,
I see.
and so on. So it's been really encouraging that way.
But you all wear your politics on your sleeve, if I may say so. So
Absolutely.
is that a good thing or a bad thing when it comes to, say, reaching out to the market?
Well, I can't say if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but the advantage then is
Yeah,
that anybody who's looking for a left viewpoint
Yeah.
automatically comes to us. And we believe that there is a readership out there. When we started Leftward, we had a hunch. We didn't
Yeah.
know for sure
Yeah.
if there was a readership, if that readership would convert into a buyership.
Right.
Is something that we only had a hunch. We didn't know,
Yeah.
but it worked, and it has been working. And the problem right now for us
Yeah.
is, in fact, that we are not able to produce books as fast as we would like to.
What's the stumbling block? Is it the fact of investment or just staff?
It's
or
not investment as much
quality?
as basically a human
Resource.
resource, because we work on an economic model that has very low overheads. We pay ourselves very low salaries, and we price our books cheap.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. And then on those cheap books, there's a further discount to
Yeah.
to book club members, certainly, and to distributors and so on. Of course, we have to pay out a higher discount because the market is like that. What can you do?
When it comes to progressive literature, what are the options in India in terms of books? Any other places that are consistently putting out, say?
Yes, certainly. I mean, there's a whole bunch of publishers who are doing very, very fine
Like?
titles, lists, and so on. For instance, Tulika,
Yeah.
Tulika Delhi,
Yeah.
which has a social science list, but with a decidedly progressive, secular, I might
Yeah.
even say left orientation.
Yeah.
Not every book is written by a Marxist,
Yeah.
but it falls broadly within that rubric, and a lot of the finest Marxists in India have published with Tulika, for instance. Akar Books in Delhi has also been reissuing a lot of the monthly review titles. So there's obviously a market out there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, these books wouldn't.
But when you say left, do you have any party kind of limitations, or is it
No, we
across
don't have party limitations at all. For instance, A.G. Noorani would even hesitate to call himself a leftist, let alone a Marxist.
Yeah.
But we've done 3-4 titles by him. That's not an issue at all. Somebody like John Harris, we've published him. I don't know what John would call himself, but I doubt if he would call himself a communist.
So are you all untouchables for anyone in that sense, in academia or?
Well, I hope not.
Middle-wise,
I hope not. But it's absolutely true that we do have a certain political orientation.
Yeah.
We are left, absolutely. That's worn on our sleeve.
Yeah.
That's in the name of the publishing house itself. We are leftward.
Yeah.
So we would not publish anything that is not left.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what are the plans for the future?
Well, the plans for the future is more of the same, actually.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah, it works. And I wish that we could have brought out more books.
Yeah.
We do have books in the pipeline, which for various reasons get held
Delayed.
up, which is essentially a human resource
Regional
problem.
translations would be possible at any stage?
Well, they are happening, except
I
that
see.
they're not happening through Leftward.
I
A lot
see.
of our titles have been translated into Telugu, into Tamil,
Okay.
into Malayalam, into Bengali, and they have happened through publishing houses in those states. So yes, it's happening.
And one last question. Overall, do you see the space for progressive thought expanding or shrinking in Indian publishing today?
Well, it depends on what you mean by progressive thought. If you mean if you mean that very strictly as Marxist, then I think there's a market, and I think that the fact that a commercial publisher like Akar does so many Marxist titles
I see.
says something to me. You know, it means that there is a readership out there which is, and it makes commercial sense for him to be doing this, right? Otherwise, why would they do it? So there is a.
It's not a personal preference or
I don't think so.
yeah.
I'm not. I mean, which is not to say that the people who run Akar are right wingers. They're not.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they're left
Yeah.
left people, you know,
I see.
politically themselves necessarily. I'm not absolutely sure, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case. In terms of progressive content, yes, absolutely. I think that market is expanding. There's no question about that. You have, you know, presses like, for instance, Women Unlimited, you have Zuban, you have Navayana, you have 3 Essays, and so on.